kind of a cloudy, coolish type day today. Can't really do much of anything, but I figured I was getting tired of desk work, so I tiptoed out to the bee yard just to see if I could do something to get outside. We're going through and we're doing the final assessment on those flagged colonies. So I went through this yard. I didn't find any viability from the flags that we had put out. So I've gathered 5 boxes onto the truck, 5 in the yard of 40 here. The math on that's probably around that 10 or 12% loss, summertime loss, which is unfortunate, but I kind of expect that. When I finish my brood work end of June, as we go into honey flow, I shift from being a beekeeper, working with brood, to a box hauler. So I don't really do much with the brood nest, nor do I pay much attention to it until we finish up that honey flow and get back down to the nest to create this winter nest. They need more feed, that's for sure. Let's dig down into this one just to see what's up. Well, I had smoke. Damn thing. It's gonna have to do. Oh, this hive seems to be packing up full of honey. So maybe I have more feed in these colonies than I really think. I'm hefting these colonies, and I guess it's heavy enough. See where about the brood nest is at now. I anticipate the nest to be practically done, or drifting to an end. This next week of sun, we're gonna really pump it to them, and if there's anything going, we're gonna shut them right down. Yeah, frame full of feed. Frames full of feed. Brood and eggs. So we are chasing that brood nest back. We have open syrup here, capped open syrup, mature brood emerging, filled with eggs. But I don't see any open brood. So my idea right now, as we get close to October, I want to be pretty much done feeding by October. I want to be chasing the emergence of that brood nest with syrup to plug them out. I have a brood nest that's ending here, rimmed with open brood there. So I have a patch of open brood yet. Same on this side. There's the queen. Beautiful queen. But she has, so I'm looking at 1/3 of the frame capped, 1/3 of the frame open feed, and I'm looking at 1/3 of the frame that is open brood or capped brood. So that is probably going to emerge going into October. I'm just going to put her back safely here. Open brood this time of year is a double-edged sword. On the one side, it's good because it's going to be really young bees going into winter. But on the other side, it's a place that's going to hide mites. And it's a problem because if I want to follow through with an oxalic acid treatment to kill and mop up the remaining mites from my treatment, I can't have any place for these mites to hide. Yeah, so we're just ending the nest off here. This is old emerged brood and we're chasing it back with syrup. And that's pretty much done there. So there's actually not a whole lot going on. I'd count that as maybe 3/4 of a frame of brood going on. We're pushing them back quite effectively. This time of year, the brood nest really comes foreign to me. You're looking at frames of bees. You're looking at backfilling a syrup. You're looking at a brood nest that isn't expanding, but rather contracting, and we're backfilling it full of syrup, and it's just a shutdown. But as long as we can recognize that shutdown, well, might I say it's hard to recognize that shutdown. Shutdown looks like failure, but this is exactly what I want to see. See what we got on the other side. It's like I don't like going down to the nests at all in the fall, because there's nothing I can do for them right now. They are on their own. So we have emerged brood here, and we're chasing it with syrup, so that's good. It's a terrible frame. Put this on the outside. This one's completely backfilled. As is this one. Here we're getting some late emergence of brood. As on this side, some really late brood. Seeing eggs. She's still laying, but much exactly the same. We have a third of capped, third open feed, and a third of either capped brood or eggs. I would say that this next frame might have a little bit open brood on it. Nope, she's shut down. This is backfilled. The last of the brood is just emerging. And we have capped honey on this side. This nest is shut down. And that is all I'm going to do. Opening up colonies. It's just, I hate it. I hate looking at full-time nests. Just leave them alone. What am I supposed to do? Maybe I'll spend my time just cracking the nests and looking underneath. Seems to put me in a good mood. Looking at clusters wall to wall. I'm looking for consistency. Wall to wall. Box of the bees. which tells me that my assessment earlier on was correct. So all the ones I have flagged, I'm pulling out. Everything that I've left is wall-to-wall clusters of bees. Makes me feel good.